have to ask yourself sometimes, does everything that Nvidia touches turn to gold? The trillion-dollar tech giant giving its Midas touch to two artificial intelligence companies, WeRide and Nebius. Nebius up nearly 15% just from getting that Nvidia nod. My next guest loves the stock. I want to bring in SlateStone Wealth Chief Market Strategist Kenny Polcari. And Kenny, last week, Serve Robotics and ARM Holdings got the boot. Nebius and WeRide are, I guess, the new favorites. Is that what we're looking at here?
I'm so glad you told me about WeRider. I didn't even know that name. I looked at it as well. I mean, that's been amazing after the news came out about Nvidia with WeRider. But Nebius is kind of got that same, it's enjoying kind of that same boost, right? They got this $700 million capital raise back in December. Nvidia, Excel, a couple of other names. We're really fast tracking its deployment of comprehensive AI, right? The infrastructure. And it really enhances the commitment by the company to launch a specialized AI cloud platform that they started in the fourth quarter. And it's built on, guess what? The Nvidia accelerated computing framework. So that alone has done wonders for the stock. It's up, I think, 136% in the 12 months. It's up 80% since mid-December when the news came out. It is, it was trading kind of a tight range here, right? 25 to 40 on the chart. If you look at it, it backed off with the deep seek, drama that happened in earlier this month. But then it has taken it all back and now started to break out. So, yeah, I think it's a great name. I like the story. It's in the AI space for sure, but I don't think having it associated with Nvidia hurts it at all.
Doesn't hurt many people. So let's talk about this because I want to stay with that AI theme. Yesterday, Fed Board Vice Chair Michael Barr said he was giving a speech about AI. He said firms that heavily invest in Gen AI could see stock corrections, and that in the short term that may be overhyped. There's been instances where asset bubbles cause wider harm. You tell me. I mean, should he be staying in his lane and not making these types of comments, or does he have a point?
Did he become a Wall Street analyst that I missed along the way? I'm trying to figure out why or how he even made those comments. Listen, AI is not going away. Do I think it's hype? Do I think it's a bubble? I don't think it is because it is changing the world. It's not like we've got this bubble and everyone's buying it and there's no hard facts that support AI and the work all around it. So while I think there may be names that are stretched a little bit that will come back, I don't think it's as negative by any stretch the way he makes it sound. Now, look, if we have a complete meltdown in the market, then all bets are off. But I don't see that happening, and I don't necessarily see these AI names coming under a tremendous amount of pressure because I think there's a lot of money out there that's looking to be put to work. And some of these names, some of these very, very aggressive names in the AI space, every time they back off, investors are looking to put money into them. So I am not on the same page with him when he made that comment. That I'm a little bit. I'm trying to understand, what exactly he meant when he was saying it, because I think it was a little bit. He made it sound like there's going to be this crash in the AI names, and I just don't see it.
Okay, so maybe a little nervous Nelly on his part, but you could actually predict and think that there might be some volatility with some of these AI names, not
100%.
Anything negative, but that bad. But at least there could be a little bit of it depends on the market's trade overall, right?
The day that you had the DeepSeek news came out, which came out of left field, look what happened to the whole group, right? They all got hammered on that one day because the market got hit by surprise with this. Suddenly, this DeepSeek thing came out. No one was expecting it, and look what happened to the whole group. But then look what has happened since. They've all taken it back and gone higher even still. And Nebius is a perfect example. The thing got crushed on the day the DeepSeek came out. It kind of found its chi, and now it's taken it all back and is starting to break out. I think if you look at Nvidia, the same thing happened, right? You look at a bunch of those things. So could there be volatility? For sure there's going to be volatility, especially if we get hit with a headline that no one expects. But I do not think that when I hear people talk about, it's in a bubble, I keep thinking the dot-com bubble of the 1999 and 2000, which was a disaster, but they had nothing to bring to the table. AI and a lot of these AI names actually have stuff and they're changing the world and they're bringing a lot to the conversation.
Yeah, Pets.com didn't really make it past the dot-com bubble, to your point. I was there. I was a reporter covering the dot-com bust. Believe me, I remember it like it was yesterday, Kenny. But I think I'm going to steal your line. The stock has found its chi. That's my new phrase, Kenny. Great to see you, as always. Thank you, Kenny.
Yeah.
Kenny Polcari.
Always a pleasure.
Never boring.